All right, so we're gonna start using our conductive thread. This thread right here, one of the really important things to do is to make a knot at the bottom. We're doing single thread, just one strand here. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do one knot, and then it's trickier than it looks. You're gonna go ahead and tie another knot right on top of that, over and over. I'd say a good couple times, and you're going to find that you're going to make a knot, and then you've got one right next to it that's not quite there. Just keep tying until you've overlapped your knots quite a bit. Now I've got two on top of each other. I'm going to do one more just to make sure that it doesn't pop out after all that hard work. So that's what my knot looks like, and that looks like it's a keeper. So then after that, you're going to thread your needle again. Just one strand this time. Just wrap it around, pinch, pull, and push, and it will come right through. And then make sure you leave yourself a little bit of a tail here. Oh, look at that. So easy to do. Pinch, pull, push. All right, once you've got your tail out, go ahead and hold that on. All right. So you're going to start from the top of your fabric here. That way your knot's on this side and not on this side. So we're going to go ahead and take this back, and we're going to hook this first. We said that we want you to go around your LED 5 different times. So I'm going to pull that through. If you take a look, we're going to get that hooked right there. It's nice and firm and steady. It goes right through. You know, the knot holds on. I'm going to go ahead and push it right through again, trying not to get it all hooked over each other. One thing that we noticed with this thread is that it's coarse when it comes through. That's my second time. And it likes to curl. For little kids, this is going to be really hard, so you're going to have to watch that. For them, it's not curling. The other thing with second graders is you want to make sure that you remind them to pull their thread through all the way through multiple times. If they don't, they're going to have a big loop on the other side of thread that's just kind of dangling there.
So what do you think the second graders can do, and what do you think the high schoolers can do?
One of the things that I think works really well again with the second graders is if you work from one side of the hoop and the second graders on the other side, and you work together to push and pull through, I think that's going to be successful for them. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is, what is this going to look like on the other side of the fabric? You don't want to have a stitch with even up and down, up and down, up and down, because you're going to see that on the other side. So you want to keep your stitches relatively close together, and you're going to come through and you're just going to hook a little bit of fabric here, just a little bit. And your second grader should be able to do that. And already this is a knot that's really tricky. So you just pull through. All right, then I'm going to go just a little ways longer, and I'm going to hook that just again a few threads right along the path that I have planned here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull through. Again, it feels really coarse. I'm not too much farther. A little bit of thread, pull through. I wouldn't have your stitches be much longer than that, otherwise you're going to have stitches that tend to overlap.
Another thing is, back by the LED, that tail, I'm sure she's going to cut that little tail off
Don't
there
put that over
eventually.
there.
And we talked about putting some clear nail polish on it as well. It's just if that frays and touches the other side of the LED, it's going to short out and your thing won't work. It'll not be good.
Okay, so I'm turning this way, getting closer to hook back onto my Arduino. Second graders have been learning how to do this, so they should be able to work from both sides of the hoop with you. All right, so once you have that all situated, we said that we'd really like for you to go around 5 times.
5 times.
5 times. And it doesn't have to be through the fabric. So you're going to do once, through here twice, 3 times, 4 times. Oh, yep. Going through, that fabric is getting a little. And you may find it where, if you look here, your string kind of gets a little goofy. Just let it dangle and it will untwirl itself a little bit. One more time. And what I'm going to do is hook my threads here. I'm actually going to hook back here where I have this last stitch. I'm going to go ahead and make a little loop that I then pull through to create that knot. Same thing again, hook that little thread there, pull through, go back through this loop, and if you notice my thread is starting to be a little coarse, you can almost hear it because it's getting nice and wound up. One last time, just to make sure that it's secure through that loop again. And pull, and then I will trim that last bit. Then I'm going to go back through and I'm going to cut this tail off so it doesn't get in the way of my other stuff. Okay.
Perfect.